You show them. You sit down. Then you say again, stand up, and you do it. Sit down. You do it. Then you point to them, you get them to do it with you. Stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down. So they start doing the actions with you as you say the English. Now eventually, they will learn stand up and sit down. So then you can start to add more words. You could say stand up quickly. Or you could say stand up fast. It's not exactly grammatical, but it's common. We say it a lot. So you can say stand up fast or stand up quickly. And you can sit down quickly. And then you can introduce slowly. So you say stand up slowly, and then you slowly do it. Sit down slowly, and then you slowly do it. And you do it, you demonstrate until they understand the meaning. Then they do it with you. You do it both together. You stand up slowly and down. Then you can make it a game, right? You say stand up quickly, and they have to do it quickly. Then you say sit down slowly. Now they got to do it slowly. So you start giving commands, but you don't do it yourself. You just sit there, you say it, and they have to do it. So you're testing their understanding. If they don't understand you, if you say sit down slowly, but they're still not understanding, then just demonstrate it again. Then you do it again to show them. And it's just kind of a game, right? You're telling them to do stuff and they have to do it. And you do it in a fun way and you're kind of laughing like a game. If they make a mistake, then you laugh like a game and then you just show them the correct way to do it. Then you can start teaching them things like pick up, pick up. So you have some tape. So you'd say, you have it on the table and you say, pick up, pick up. And then you do it together, then you tell them to do it. Pick up, and then they pick it up. Right? And then you can start to teach nouns, things. So you could say tape, tape. You could say jacket, right? Shirt. And then you can use the nouns with verbs. So you could say pick up the shirt. Maybe you put a shirt on the floor or on a table. Pick up the shirt, and then you pick up the shirt. Pick up the tape, and then you pick up the tape. You know, and then you can teach them put down. Pick up, put down, pick up, put down. This is a great way to teach lots and lots of nouns, lots of things. With just pick up and put down. You can also use point to the tape, point to the shirt, or point to the ceiling, point to the floor. Right? So using point, pick up, and put down, teach those verbs first, those phrases. Then you can start to teach lots of things all around your house, saying pick up, put down, point to. Then you can teach the verb go, right? Go, or walk, either one. You could say go to the door, go to the chair, go to the table, go to the bathroom, go to the kitchen. Right? And they go, go, go. Now you're teaching go, and again you're teaching more and more nouns. Alright, so you get the idea, and you just keep adding more and more and more and more and more verbs and vocabulary. Now, this method is only good for really what we call concrete things. So you can't teach things that are not visible, that you can't touch. It's good for actions, it's good for nouns, for things that they can see. So teaching a word like democracy you can't really do that with actions. It's too difficult. Democracy, that's an idea that it's only in your head. But it doesn't matter. When they're children, they don't need words like democracy. They don't need these difficult words. Teach them real things. They can learn a lot of vocabulary and a lot of nouns this way. And a lot of verbs too. A big tip about using this method, TPR or action vocabulary, is you only do it a small amount of time. The biggest mistake people make, that teachers make, is they try to do this for too long and then the kids get bored. So you only want to do this each day. 10 to 15 minutes is enough. After 10 or 15 minutes, the kids will start to get bored of just you telling them what to do and doing these actions. So short amounts only. You could maybe do 10 minutes in the beginning and then 10 minutes at the end, right? If you have 1 full hour each day, well, in the first 10 minutes you do this, you do the actions. and you learn more vocab and you practice old vocab. And then maybe at the end you could do 5 or 10 more minutes. So what else do you do? If you have an hour, maybe that's 15 minutes of actions. What do you do the rest of the time? Well, you just play with them. You have English play time. So you know your child. What do they like to play with? Maybe they like to play with dolls. If they're a boy, they might like, you know, action guys that making them fight and stuff. Or maybe little animals or trucks and cars. If it's a girl, maybe they play with little dolls and little houses and stuff. Whatever. Sticks, rocks. It doesn't matter. But you play with them. And what you do, this is the important part, your job. You sit down, you play with your kid. But as you play with them, you narrate in English. Narrate. What does narrate mean? Narrate means it's like to tell about. It's like storytelling. So all you do is, as you play, let's say we have, you've got 2 little dolls. And let's say they're boys and they like to fight. So you have this one and this doll hits the other one. Well, you just say what's happening. You just say it out loud in English. Use super simple English, a few words. So you say, he hits him, and then you make him hit. He hits him,